Welcome to round number 1 of Red Bull Wololo El Reinado Age of Mythology Edition. We have got our qualifying weekend for the Red Bull main event. Tons of money on the line, tons at stake, and boy, am I excited to bring you the very best first game you possibly could imagine. We've got a legend from the AoM community, Joey Bads. You've probably seen him on my channel. He absolutely loves rushing up to the third age, using shifting sands, playing set, but it's a tournament today, so his poor little set has been banned, and he's been forced to fall back to Isis. So will his cheesy strategies work out and get him a few rounds in Red Bull Wololo? We're going to find out here today. And his opponent over on the other side of the field, it is going to be Lighty. Lighty choosing the classic pick of Zeus. So it's going to be an Egyptian versus Greek showdown here for round number 1 of the Red Bull Wololo El Reinado qualifier event. I'm super excited to be watching this. I mean, you guys know, if you've been following the channel for years, we've casted the Age of Empires for Red Bull Wololo in previous years, the last time they had it, in fact. And, you know, here we are getting Age of Mythology. This is a game I've been playing. I have literally my disc in my office from 2002. Really an awesome game, and so cool to see it on the big stage today. As we're gearing up for this game, I'll be uploading a bunch of rounds of Red Bull Wololo, as well as a bunch of other pro cast and strategy guys on the channel. So if you're new to YouTube, take a second, subscribe to the channel, leave me a thumbs up, and smash the comments, because, or somewhere in that order, it helps me out for what I do with my content creation, and I appreciate you for doing so. Joey Bads going, wait, who's getting pickaxe? Whoa, ho, ho. A rather economic upgrade. Is he going for an early Flood of the Nile? You know I love playing Isis. I think he is. He built this monument super early on. By the way, when you build your structures in Age of Mythology, you do want to build them next to your towers, because it blocks the surface area, so when they come in to raid, they can't attack them. Now, so what he did, he built a monument right away to start getting favor as the Egyptians. Now, why get favor so early on? He could be stacking it for later ages, which very possibly could be something he is doing. Particularly, I'm sure he's going for at least a fast heroic or mythic, of which, by the way, they slowed down the Egypt timings in this patch. Go check out my patch notes if you haven't heard the patch. I thought he was going to go for Flood of Nile, but it doesn't look like he has from what I see here. I'm not even sure where you see the Flood of Nile show up once it's been researched. Maybe on the granary? Let's look here. Yeah, he hasn't gotten it. So this is the tech in question. Costs gold and favor, and it gives you a trickle of food. So a lot of times you'll see players rush out the Monument of Villagers to get Flood of Nile, but he didn't, and that's perfectly okay. Adding his temple over on the eastern side, starting to kind of build a defensive enclave here in his base. So I would expect you're going to see the armory, you're going to see houses, you're going to see markets and stuff in front to protect him. Now, a lot of his resources are rather forward, especially gold. Having a forward gold up against a Zeus player can be a little scary. And this is what I thought we might see today out of Zeus. And it's going to be an upgrade with Hermes, which will be giving the Centaur. Centaur's been really strong. They just put out a new patch yesterday, which nerfed Minotaurs, but Centaurs didn't get touched, because it's probably a patch that was written weeks ago. And Mass Centaur has been crazy in the meta lately. I think Egyptians can handle them nicely with the priest, but the priest just got nerfed as well, not doing as much damage. So we'll see how it works out. Okay. Lighty is in the next age already, bringing his first Centaur out, and oh my gosh, look at this double stable. He's going to be doing it. Guys, you're going to be seeing this all day. It's going to be stable and Centaur spam. Absolutely going to be a strategy you will see a lot of. And Joey's going to be under pressure before he even gets to the next age. Will his pharaohs and priests be ready to stop this raid? Let's see what Joey is able to check out. He sees a Centaur forced off of the gold. He's able to dodge it. Good work there. Brings his pharaoh down front. Now, pharaoh going to be a little bit more effective. I believe the pharaoh got a slight buff while the nerfs came in for the priest. Oh my gosh. Good micro. I thought he was going to lose that villager. He was able to keep him alive. Got inside the watchtower. Pharaoh's chasing him down. He doesn't have his upgrade yet, I don't think, for the attack. Yeah, he doesn't. So, but he doesn't lose any villagers. A good control there of the situation. Sphinx going to come out here, probably get an area of attack if he doesn't just run straight on by. Going to force the Centaur back. And honestly, this is some of the scariest part of the game. These initial few raids, he's kind of held it off. And let's see what his next plan of attack is going to be. We do see a barracks being dropped down, a house on the front line as well. We'll probably want to get his Pharaoh in there empowering. He's actually empowering the gold right now. You used to be able to just hold by spamming a bunch of priests. I'm sure you still can, but it's a little harder. You're seeing right now upgrade for the Greeks. It's going to be a winged messenger. So this will be respawning a Pegasus and improving the speed and line of sight of Pegasi. So he's going for some scouting knowledge. Kind of an interesting tech to get so early on. I guess an additional 6 on that. Uh-oh, but coming in. Gets area attack on the villagers. Does he get one? Not yet, but one's low on H. Down he goes. Pharaoh garrisons inside the watchtower, keeps it alive. He does lose one villager. We got our first blood of Red Bull Wololo El Reinado spilled out here on the battlefield. The map, by the way, this is Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon. On the ranked map pool, you've probably seen it. Ranked map pool. Say that a few times. Okay, now Joey's up here. Oh, he's trying to get some food out on the map. This is going to be really hard. Let's see the vision right now of Lighty. So Lighty, he did get those upgrades for his Pegasus so he can see where they are. Oh my gosh, he had a villager on the other side of the wall. One of the villagers goes down. 2 villagers down so far. These raids have been impactful, I would say, but is able to escape with the rest of them. Unfortunately, despite all the walling efforts, loses a villager still. Not ideal. Going to be moving on to the granary on the backside for the berries, but I think we're going to see these Hippius and the Centaur wrap on around and keep raiding. Now, let's keep an eye. Let's see. I think he's continuing just to train Hippius and double stable. There's no stopping to this. So he's going to be going with that. Spearman going to be defending. Going to be hard to catch, though. By the way, upgrade coming in right now. Sacred Cats. This improves all food gather rates. A nice upgrade. Ooh, it activates the special. Maybe not when you wanted to. Going to be trying to dodge that right now. Of course, the Centaur will be trying to pick off the spears. Get a little bit of game of cat and mouse here. In Flood of the Nile, that upgrade. Flood of the Nile is finally coming in for that food trickle. Okay, so Joey, dealing with a lot of pressure. Usually he plays Set. Usually he's under his town center eating the animals of Set. Oh, Zeus takes out the Sphinx. Flatten him. Oh, flatten him like a pancake. Oh boy, here comes the monkeys. The monkeys, not the monkeys! We got the, what are these? The relic monkeys coming in here. The Pharaoh in trouble, but looks like not going to do a whole lot there today, other than get him a little bit of an intel, maybe distract him as the Hippies come raiding down on this outside. We've got an armory has been built up. A few villagers up for grabs. Could he possibly grab one? Centaur coming in, going to get a special attack off. Not going to work. Spearman going to go. Maybe get one Hippius here. He's trying to. He's chasing. They are going to get away, though. Drawing a lot of idle time. Joey, by the way, calling in prosperity during all of this actually would have been more impactful for his Centaurs to be idling the gold. He didn't do that. So Joey's able to stack a lot of gold. We're looking to the tune of about 1,300 gold in the bank right now. He needs to get food if his plan is to age up, which I imagine it is. But I don't see an end of sight of these Hippius and Centaurs. And this is looking like a very well-oiled build out of Lighty so far. He's bringing the pressure. He's out on the map getting food. Really no threat right now from Egyptians. And this is kind of how it plays out. When you're putting all the aggro down, you don't have to be really scared that you're going to be getting attacked. Now, a spearman or two could come in there for raid. Oh, no. Oh, is he going for a second town center? Oh, no, the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh. He needs to keep him alive. He's trying to empower. He's going to lose the Pharaoh. That is a massive loss from right now. Not only that, the villagers got spotted. We've got a raid also on the east side coming in right now. He's trying to wall this in with houses. I think he's going to lose a priest there. He loses a priest, loses a Pharaoh. A second TC. This is a build I've never seen out of Joey before. He's playing out of his element here today. Maybe he's been practicing it. Maybe he's been getting ready. But this is going to be a scary thing to try to hold, especially against all these raids. 1, 2, 3. I think he's lost 4, maybe even 5 villagers at this point. You can see 29 vills versus the 36 of his opponent. Oh, man. Joey, is he going to be able to make it past round 1? We're rooting for you, big guy. Come on, you can do it. Put this Centaur spammer to shame. But man, that's a hard task. Man, he's on berries now. I thought he was going to stay in his base and age up. So goes out there. He's not down yet though. He's getting a second TC. He's there's the Pegasus. He's going to certainly spot that. Here comes the Hippius to try to stop it, but kind of out of position with the other ones. Okay, and gold as well. Oh, he's out of gold. Where's his next gold? Oh, he's going down there. This is so dangerous. Joey's in such a vulnerable spot right now. 2 TCs up against a super aggressive Zeus opponent. He's out of his natural gold, going to his expansion. Egyptians, they just chew through gold. It's insane. If you want to, if you're going against Egyptians, just keep pressuring their gold. Wait for that first gold mine to run out. If they draw it out, you're going to be in good shape. So he can just pressure this really heavily. Kind of surprising he's kind of faltered to get his army in position to raid this expansion and given Joey a little bit of a breath here. The Centaurs certainly could have picked off a number of these spearmen. He's also kind of laxed on the Centaur production. But why? He's aging up, and this is where it's going to get scary. Going up right now with Apollo, going to have some upgrades for ranged soldiers. Centaur's going to get a shot right now. The villagers, need to be careful. One villager goes down. They're so good. They need to have a negative multiplier against villagers. That is insane how fast they take him out. He's going to lose more. Forget that new town center. Look at all the villagers he's losing. Oh, Joey didn't even micro it. This is his only gold, by the way. He needs to secure this. Can't be affording to take this. Tries to get in there. Where is his priest? He needs priests to be able to counter these centaurs. But right now, man, Lighty, it's his game to lose. He's taken out a number of villagers. Right now, sitting with a nice lead, heading up to the next age. Joey nowhere close to aging up. He's chewed through all that gold he used to get out here. He may even need to start selling food. Does he have a market? He does have a market. I say he may even consider start selling it because he's not on gold right now. He's completely idled. We're going to be seeing a Manticore coming out soon as he gets to the next age, which is going to be in just a few seconds. We'll also be seeing that probably a third age hero hero from the Greeks. And there you go, guys. The feared Manticore. He's back. Guess who's back? Back again. You guys remember the beta when the Manticore spam was like all the rage? Now, Manticore has gotten uber nerfed since then. Still a great unit. Area of attack. Always a good thing to have. But not as strong as it once was. So I think he's trying to see, okay, maybe Joey went off to the east side, checking those golds, seeing if he's there. Not there right now. Can he hold on to this? Right now, getting his hippies up to a heavy cav. Oh man, this is going to start to get dangerous. If he starts diving underneath his town center or something. We see a farm transition has come in. I don't think I've ever seen Joey build a single farm in Age of Mythology history. He loves to eat those animals of Set, but he doesn't have his boy here today. Okay, there's the Manticore. He's got spearmen. I mean, army count is really scary right now. He's got several priests if he wanted to try to pick off some of these myth units, but going to be really challenging. In fact, maybe he could take all his villagers up to the gold, but he's trying to micro his spearmen. He's keeping them alive. A number of villagers on wood right now. Oh boy. Here comes those horses. This is going to be a big raid. These guys are upgraded now. Oh boy, down go the villagers. 1, 2, 3. He is actually up on villagers now thanks to that new town center, but not for very long. We see several villagers going down right now. Hippies taking off a few as well. Spearman not in position. We also see an upgrade right now, Sun Ray, which is going to imbues projectiles fired by units with sunlight, causing them more damage and reveal their surroundings. He takes the fight. Age 2 versus A3. Age 3 used the priest, takes out the Manticore. Spearman doing a decent job. He's targeting down the Centaur with the priest. He needs to finish this off. He's able to do so. A good hold. A few archers, though. Tuxetes there on the back line. Can he micro this to keep him alive? We do see the priest trying to take out the Tuxetes. We do have the spearman doing a decent job. A nice Bane army. He holds. Joey does it. Give me a poggers in the chat if you're a Joey Badges fan. Takes him down. Lighty. Probably not the fight he expected here up against his H2 opponent. Joey should be taking a breath of fresh air. He's able to hold, but behind this, we've got a talent center expansion has happened. Now, Joey does see this thanks to his obelisk. But going to go out there. Even these Greek heroes could be pretty fearsome at this stage of the game. I think we'll be seeing a little bit of a Toxite transition, and that's what we do. So double archers. We saw that that upgrade coming in as well. He did go up with Apollo, and this is what we need to be careful of. These Greek heroes will be very good. This Heracro Sphinx not going to do very good when there's a hero in the game. Oh boy. I don't know if this is going to be such a good fight. He just had a good one. He needs to hold and age up. That's definitely what he needs to do. On the second gold vein, he is chewing through that gold. That will run down, of course. Okay, and he's going to be trying to drop... Oh my gosh, what is this? He says, Joey, get out of my lobby. I'm dropping a fortress. Here he comes. Let's take a look at what he's doing. Bringing villagers to the front line. Where are they? He's set down a fortress. Here we go. What is this? Age of Empires 4? We're getting a fortress set on the front line. 9 villagers. Archers behind that. Joey's not going to be able to pressure that. Not to mention, Joey's about to click up. He finally does age up. He's going up with Nephthys. Don't forget, priests have been nerfed. He bring the spearman down front. Maybe he could get an attack on this, but those Toxotes would do lots of damage against him. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one. Definitely a nail biter. Not our typical game we're used to seeing of Joey casting through. Takes out the fortress. Does he lose all those resources? Maybe he deleted it. Good use of those sphinxes. Yeah, doing about as good as he could here. Slinger's in here as well to try to counter the Toxes, but oh boy, this is not going to be a good fight. He's really shoving a lot of his units in here during this engagement. He gets his myth units in the middle, but they go down thanks to the hero. Don't forget this is medium units, the upgrade. Heavy and medium units. Okay, he's going to be trying to drop a fortress down again. Gets a few hits there, I guess weakens a lot of the army. Actually, a lot of them on very low HP. Maybe could pick them off with the slingers. Looks like he's maybe trying to... Oh, I thought he might get garrison inside to keep him alive. Okay, but he's aging up. It feels like it's taking forever. They slowed down. It's been nerfed how fast age ups come in. You know, honestly, I think the villagers could take these fights. Yeah, they can. He could turn in an attack move this. Doesn't, though. Gets up to heroic age. Here's a Scorpion. That poison could do a lot of damage. Maybe he wants to try to stop this. And Ancestors could be a huge play right now. Ancestors into Eclipse. Could he use it? Continue seeing Hippius and Toxotes being trained from the other side of the map, as well as Manticore. There comes that Manticore. I don't know if he's going to stop it. Scorpion's coming in. Could he? It's very close. He absolutely could do it. Will he do it? Saving it up. Scorpion goes down to Heracles. Not really doing much damage. Not what I expected to see here. Oh my gosh, he's gonna let him get away with it. Migdal Stronghold trying to be built. This is life or death right now for Joey. He needs to win an engagement. He's not gonna get that Migdal Stronghold up. Enemy fortress. Here comes that fortress, but the Eclipse, maybe he's just too little too late. He's busy micro and a lot going on here. He calls that in with Eclipse. It's going to give him a little bit of breathing room, but he doesn't really have much of an army to back this up. Fortress is taking a lot of damage right now, but the Manticore's on the back line just dishing out the damage. He was able to take out several villagers that were on the front line right now. Joey trying to stay alive, dropping down a Migdal Stronghold, but you can see a lot of these units dying. There we go, we have the Underworld Passage being called in so that we have Zeus units being teleported to the front line, and he's using these Ancestors, I think, just to like buy time and distract. Spearman being trained up still. He is going to get his Migdal up, trying to target down that Manticore. Priest doing a good job at that. Now, that is a Petrobolos. Don't be confused of that with the Age 4 catapults. To see with the other civs, it's a lot weaker, but still will start dishing out damage to that Stronghold very slowly. Manticore, low on HP. Maybe could get the Priest to pick that off. By the way, Fortresses and Migdals do less damage. They just got nerfed in the latest patch. Man, this has been a ton of action. We're about 17 minutes in here right now. And boy, Joey holding on against a super aggressive Zeus opponent here. Going to be getting out of that way with gold. He's still got the gold out on the western flank. They are tied with villagers right now, thanks to these second town centers. Eclipse ends under siege right now. What's Joey's strategy to get back in this? If I was in his shoes, I feel like perhaps a bunch of camels could be your best bet at this option. Although you're going to risk the, will there be infantry added in to start protecting against that? Adding a little farm transition. Let me take that down on the back line. Hippie's trying to go in for a raid, losing a few of those. But the Stronghold going to be going down. He spent so much time building this. Where's his army? Is he trying to go to the Mythic Age or something? Like, he's not training anything. He's trying to get siege works online. Trying to get a barracks on the back line. He's got his farm transition in, so his food should be leveling out. Not to mention some nice farming upgrades when it comes to his minor god selections. But the Greek army pushing in. We do see right now the ballistics being pushed. So that'll be increasing the accuracy of those Toxotes. Up on the north side, trying to add a stronghold. Oh my god, the scouting is amazing. Lighty right on top of it. His scout in the right place at the right time. And he's going to see this. Villagers idled up on the north side for Lighty. And on the front line, we've got Temple actually praying. Now, they did update it so that now the more villagers you add to the temple, the scaling backs off. So it doesn't actually do as much. You don't generate as much favor the more villagers you put on it. But yeah, look at these siege towers. Just not going to get any damage right now going down. Man, this is what, a forward temple and a forward fortress? Huck stays on the back line, using these siege towers. This actually will be quite effective against their ranged army, but he just needs to deal with the heavy hip use on top of him. He's trying to, but challenging. We now have two Petrobolos taking shots at the main town center. Egyptians without map control, not looking good. Not looking good for Joey. He brings his villagers down front. He's also calling in the mercenaries. He's fighting with the citizens. Not looking good, though. Big ranged army going to be taking a lot of damage there. Joey, this is the best of one, man. You can't... We need to see you. I thought Joey would be knocking someone out with some siege tower teleporting today. But boy, oh boy, it's looking like he's about to be teleported right out of the game number 1 of Red Bull Wololo. 2 amygdals currently up on the north side. He's defending that with all his might. You see villager count, he has lost a significant amount. Can he hold on to this? He would need some excellent micro. Need his opponent maybe to take some missteps. He's got a good deal of spearmen, but we've got tons of Toxotes, and that's where the problems are going to really start. The siege tower is, though, very resistant against ranged, so he's trying to use the siege tower to defend, but he's spending a lot of resources repairing, not to mention he's not even gathering food right now, which is going to really stink. Oh my, he loses all of his spearmen on the front line. Oh boy, that's not looking good. The siege tower got extra crush damage, but as you can see, still just get absolutely shredded when you're looking at Greek heroes like this. Oh man, this is not how he wanted it to go. Oh man, Joey, you were the chosen one. Perhaps one too many set teleportations on the ladder. Maybe putting him in a bad spot, but he continues to fight. We've got on the side of the map Migdals on both sides, and I expect we'll see Joey take this one all the way up to the bell. This is a major tournament. Can he hold on? Perhaps a nice archer transition here for the Greeks after all his Hippies spam early on in the game. Keeping his fortified town center alive, but spending a lot of villager time healing that up. But perhaps Lighty could be exploiting some of these expansions to the north side. He really hasn't been. And I think for Joey, yep, he has to go for the distraction techniques. He needs to go for these other raids. A lone siege tower, though, not going to cut it when there's villagers out here. That maybe Joey's best bet right now is to go for these side raids, hope his opponent stays fixed on his main base, and somehow get some huge headway. But there you see it, villagers pulled out. Villagers do extra damage. In fact, pushing the siege tower, not something you usually see. I guess you maybe see it a lot. As you can see, doing a lot of damage against that. Okay, Joey's got a base on the left. He's got a base on the right. His main base under siege, but still holding, despite all of the pressure. And, oh man, the nail in the coffin. We've got Hephaestus coming in for an age up. Hephaestus? I'm sure I said that closer, right? Okay, so we'll be seeing the Colossus coming out as well as the Plenty. Zeus is reaching his end game, and I don't see any chance of Joey aging up anytime soon. He's going to try to, and there we go, age up is in, and there we go, the Colossus is out on the field, and he's heading for Joey. The Plenty is added. Where is he added it? Right there in the back line. That's going to be generating food, wood, and gold. The OG bank of the Age of Empires franchise right there. Okay, we've got several of these up north. We're not seeing any camels or anything like that. He is adding in some barracks. Maybe we'll see some spearmen. Using the chariots to try to get some raids. Joey's doing his best to try to go for the guerrilla tactics. That's about his best bet right now. I thought maybe the priest could try to take out the manticore, but that town center's going to be going down soon. And with that, he's got a lot of villagers, a lot of economy exposed here. His opponent now in the next age. We see the Colossus coming up. He's going to need some priests if he's going to really try to dispatch that thing. And I'm not seeing how he's going to be able to. We see the Hippies on the left flank taking out the Egyptian villagers off of gold. The Colossus is just going to start hammering away, hacking and slashing at the barracks. Joey probably didn't have this in his game plan today. Probably hoped his opponent would never see the mythic light of day. But that's how the cookies crumble in here. We've got a lot of cookies crumbling in cast lately. And now we see some of these upgrades coming in. Oh my gosh, look at this. He's taking out towers with freaking archers. What is going on around here? More Colossus currently in queue. And he's also setting up his trade. I'm telling you, Lighty guys, he's going to be a player we're going to have to watch very closely throughout this qualifier event. And looking like he's really well oiled here with his Greek war machine. Trying to put down a temple to try to counteract these Colossus, but not going very well. We do see he's going to be taking that out as the Hippies start spamming in. Will he get these upgraded once again? We do see the infantry upgrades right now. So he's going to be also, making heavy Myrmidon. That's a special unit here for the Greeks. Check this guy out. Infantry of Zeus. This is a special unit. Deals divine damage, which ignores standard armor and benefits from infantry improvements. So that's going to be just a very, very good infantry unit for Zeus. Toxote taking out some villagers. Does Joey have any army? I don't think so. He's trying to build a barracks on this east side. Use a few chariots to raid out on these villagers. But at this point, Lighty up on 100 villagers, about 40 ahead of his opponent. He's just gonna build fortresses on all the gold and just try to force Joey out of this lobby. Man, oh man, I thought we'd see a little bit more of Zeus. Very, very good. I mean, we've also had sweeping balance changes come in the last 24 hours, so it's a difficult thing. Especially, I would say, balance changes like this particularly impact a player like Joey. His build was all based around fast heroic timings, and when you're looking at age up times being nerfed, that really hurts that quite a bit. Of course, a ban coming in, stopping him from getting his main squeeze. Okay, chat says Hephaestus. Hephaestus. There we go. Haha. Thank you so much, chat. I love it when our viewers tune in and they leave us nice little comments on how to improve my pronunciation of Norse and Egyptian and Greek words instead of just leaving me a nasty comment. So thank you so much. We do have Petrobolos taking down that Migdol on the left side. Down it goes. Chat, you're asking why does he keep going? This is very common in tournaments. I'd be prepared to see this a lot today, guys. Players, they fight to the bitter end. Now, typically you see this more in things when it's like a best of 3 or 5 or something, because you can kind of wear your opponent down. In a best of 1 series, doesn't make as much sense, but you can't fault. I mean, this guy, he's playing for Red Bull Wololo. He's gonna fight to the end. He's trying to do something here, and you gotta give him credit for that. Look at that, continues to add siege works. He's built up on both sides. He's building a settlement here in the middle of the map. I mean, it would be absolutely crazy for him to get this. Villagers taking out the siege. Doing the best he can with what he has. Score, though, as you can see, not looking so good. Down to the very last villager. He's going to fight against the Greek war machine. We do see the Colossus coming in. They are getting upgrades right now. That is going to be the Hand of Telos. Oh my gosh, look at that. We got Manticores, we got Colossus. Let's see, can we get a little rotation going on? Look at those guys. Oh, they're silver. Oh boy. Not looking so good. Come on, Joey. Now, I will do... This is a live cast. I don't know if I can speed it up. I'll go hit it with a little turbo if I can. No, I can't. We're at live. This is it. Okay. Joey, what is your plan? What's he going to do? Okay, hold on. If he goes and he builds a Titan, gets to the Wonder Age, you know, maybe he can bring this back. Maybe we can bring this back. We will see. Hephaestus. Let's see if I can remember that. That'll be the real question. You're going to have to remind me the next one. Okay, so we've got Colossus all over the map. We see the Greeks sitting at 212 out of 210 population. Now, perhaps you're new to Age of Mythology. Just to give you a few tips and tricks, the settlements provide additional population. So unlike other Age games, you can actually get more population, max pop, than your opponent if you control more settlements. Now, Lighty really hasn't made a big point to get a bunch of settlements, but this is probably about the stage of the game. He might want to consider it. It's also a win condition if you hold all the settlements and knock your opponent off of them. So he could be trying to focus that. He calls in the Underworld Passage a second time, so he can get to across the map. Mortfa, I'm glad my Chronos guys on YouTube have helped you out. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got Colossus coming up to the north side, trying to stop this Egyptian incursion. Down to how many villagers? 37 villagers, but man, fighting to the very last. Look at this. They're getting in on the action. Oh, not like this. Villagers fighting against Colossus. I don't think they're built for this task. That guy's not even wearing a shirt. Oh boy, up against the Myrmidon. Oh boy. Down they go. Look at those champion hoplites, by the way. Such a beautiful unit. Looks really freaking cool. Uh-oh. I think I've seen this online before. Oh, jeez. Down he goes. Okay, look at this. Look at this Joey. He holds on. David versus Goliath. Can he pull off a miracle? We now, by the way, see Olympian weapons coming in, improving the attack of a bunch of units. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. We've got the Manticore continuing to pressure. We've got, oh man, Spearman just getting absolutely shredded there. Making siege towers. Man, I don't know how he's gonna hold this thing.
Okay, Pegasus, looking at what's going on. We've got trade set up on the north side. We also do see some Heliopolis in queue. He could get spies as well. That is a tech you can get. Age of Mythology right here. You spend gold, you can get spies. I'd be shocked if you didn't get it. But with that, guys, man, Joey, he certainly gave it all of the fight he had, but not going to be enough to get it. Joey knocked out in round number 1 of Red Bull Wololo with his Isis up against the mighty Zeus. Man, Lighty looks super strong today. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that Poseidon, Centaur, and Hippias opening. Very intimidating strategy. And, man, game number 1. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this cast. Make sure you guys give my friend Joey a shout out. He gave it his best, and I'm sure he'll be back at it again. So be on the lookout for him in future videos. But to catch him in future casts, you need to subscribe to the channel. Take a second, hit that sub button, leave me a thumbs up and a comment. It really helps me out with everything I do. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Be on the lookout for much more action from Red Bull Wololo El Reinado. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.